So this is going to be kind of like a little quick recipe for your own at-home meatloaf seasoning. I know there's many times where I've forgotten to pick up a seasoning at the grocery store. So when I get home, I'm kind of like, ooh, what can I use? So I'm just going to show you what I use at home to make my own meatloaf. So I'm going to start with about 2 teaspoons of mustard. Next, I'm going to do a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to do a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. Now this Italian seasoning has marjoram, thyme, rosemary, savory, sage, oregano, and basil. As you can see right there, that is what is inside mine. You can use, if you have some of those ingredients yourself, you can use those singly. Maybe do like half a teaspoon each or something. But I find just the already mixed together Italian seasoning works fantastic. Next, I'm going to do half a teaspoon of black pepper. This is ground black pepper. Next, I'm going to do just about a teaspoon of garlic powder. And I'm also going to do a teaspoon of onion powder. This doesn't have to be perfect. You can put in more or less depending on your taste. Next thing I have here is some dried chopped onion. Now normally I'd recommend using a fresh onion, but this is kind of like a spur of a moment recipe and I don't have any on hand, so this will do. So I'm just going to add this in. You don't have to do this if your family doesn't like onions or something, but I like to have a little bit in here. So I'm going to do about a tablespoon's worth, give or take, of the dried onion flakes. I'm just adding in a few shakes of parsley here as well. Now if you want to, this is purely up to you. You can add a different type of seasoning into this. I like to add just a tiny bit of Old Bay just to kind of kick it up a notch. So you can see, not that much at all. Now before I get into anything else, I'm going to mix this all together. So right here I have my breadcrumbs. These are Italian style. I'm just going to eyeball this, probably about a half a cup or so. Next I'm going to crack open 1 egg. And last but not least, I'm adding in a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix everything together. If you find that your mixture is starting to get a little bit too wet, add in more breadcrumbs. So my mixture is still a little bit wet, so I'm just going to add in just a tiny amount of breadcrumbs. And I'm just going to mix it through. So now that we have this all mixed together, we are ready to start cooking our meatloaf. And here is our finished product. I ended up cooking this at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for approximately 1 hour. I did stop and check it about 45-50 minutes in, and I did check it with a meat thermometer then, and I let it go for a few more minutes just to be on the safe side. You can add ketchup on top of it. That's how I like to serve it. It tastes good. Serve it up however you and your family enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, I will see you later. Bye.